Now, companies are dealing with the fallout of the spread of this virus in many different ways.
Yes, and this News 5 original, Caroline Sweeney, found out what you need to know if you're asked to work from home.
Working from a screen, it's something we all do, but now some companies may say you can't work from the office.
The law does permit an employer to request that employees telecommute.
Telecommute, stay at home and work remotely. It's one way companies are trying to slow the spread of the deadly COVID-19 virus.
I think it does make a lot of sense for employers. It's hard for employers to kind of get their employees to test some of these things in advance so that when you're doing it for real, that they're sort of ready to roll.
Your boss can ask you to stay home, but they have to pay you the same.
The compensation and benefits should not differ between those two.
Large companies in the U.S. have made this change already. In Seattle, Amazon asked employees to stay home and work. The same for Facebook on the West Coast. Just this week, the United Nations in New York began preparing for at-home work. It's also closing its doors to visitors. But the switch may not be for everyone.
Young people are more accustomed to these types of platforms.
Platforms like Slack, Skype, and WhatsApp. Goldberg says companies should do a practice run, like NASA Glenn Research Center did last week. Employees voluntarily stayed home to test the system. The agency says the test went well, but Goldberg wants employers to be ready in case it doesn't go as planned.
Some people just may not adapt well to this sort of environment if they're not used to using these tools. I mean, forcing employees or sort of coworkers to kind of quickly adopt these tools may be really challenging, and people may not be able to adapt.
Karen Giffen says it's too early to say if this could impact how America works in the long run.
I'm not yet convinced that it will.
In Cleveland, Caroline Sweeney, News 5.